Good morning, everybody, from a beautiful winter's day in South Africa. Sun is shining, blue sky, the birds are eating my flowers. Right, so I record from the Bushveld in South Africa. This is going to be Capricorn's July 2020 forecast reading. I'm going to repeat as I always do because I record from the Bushveld. We're far away from anything, tiny little town, surrounded by bush, wild animals. It's brilliant, but my internet can be a bit dodgy at times. I've had a brilliant run of late, so touch wood, hold thumbs that I will not be interrupted. I disappear for a few seconds and back after that. But like I say, touch wood is not going to be happening this time. Right, so Capricorn, we're going to do oracle cards for you. And then we're going to do your tarot, and we're also going to do relationship reading. So let's see what the oracle cards have got in store for you for the month of July 2020. Some very definite energies around at the moment, and they're shifting, and they're familiar, and at the same time not familiar. Okay, first card that comes up for you guys is Imagine. This has been coming up quite a lot lately for a lot of star signs and a lot of people's personal readings as well. I think it's a stage we're going through where we need to imagine a new future for ourselves. I think a lot of the time we sit and we wait for somebody to show us what the future is going to look like, but we need to participate in what it's going to look like. And your way of participating in that is actually by imagining what your future could look like. And it's interesting this comes up because I was just discussing it this morning with someone and saying, you know, sometimes our lives are limited by our imagination because we don't spend enough time imagining out of our normal surroundings, what we call our box. So in July, you're going to need to do that. You're going to need to start imagining life outside of your normality. Bigger, more expansive, different, start exploring other options, start looking at other things, but it's all about expanding the limits of what you perceive to be your reality. That's going to be your project for the month of July. Okay, let's see what the next card is up for you guys. So this is Capricorn, July 2020, and you have Unfinished Symphony. This is also coming up a lot, not only in the star sign readings, but in personal readings as well. These two cards now that you've had are basically coming up all over the show. I think there's a lot going, well, a lot of the planets are in retrograde at the moment, which does say to me this is going back over things. So Unfinished Symphony would be a very typical card of that. There are things which have not been finished up that you need to go back to and finish, but also I think more than anything else for a lot of us, it's an opportunity for a project which got abandoned, got left behind because we were too busy, because we didn't have time, life interrupted us, we lost faith in it. That can also be. And July brings the opportunity to relook at that project, that goal, that career choice, whatever it may be. July brings around the opportunity to do that again, and this time to actually finish off that project. Take it to the goalpost as such, okay? So that's very nice. I have a project that needs that doing in July, so I will be getting stuck into it with just that. I've seen this card often enough now to know it's time. Okay, so the next card that comes up for you guys is Yin. This is also about being in the receptive mode. I'm sure you've heard that saying often. It's kind of waiting for, oh, good morning to you. Night diamonds, I says. Diamonds, yes. Okay, yeah. And the live readings are also new to me, fairly new. I've been doing them for a while now. But I actually really enjoy them, especially when you guys talk to me and I can talk back to you. I thoroughly enjoy that. It feels more of a two-way thing instead of me just talking at a screen. Okay, so back to the reading. So the Yin card says, be receptive. In other words, be open to what is being brought to you as well. This will mean that the universe, God, Spirit, whoever it is that you refer to, will be bringing people and situations into your life that are going to show you direction, show you what you should be doing. Good morning, Tatiana. Lovely to speak to you. And where you should be going with what you're doing. You're going to be getting something coming towards you that will help you with that, okay? So it's receptiveness is also being open to that. You know, sometimes people and situations will unfold where at first we will be a bit resistant to it, but keep an openness to this. Be open to the fact that the universe will bring people and situations into your life that will help you choose your way forward and help you finish off those projects that haven't been finished, okay? But being receptive is being receptive to how that is done. It's not always going to be a black and white issue. You may need to be pushed a little, shoved a little, even contradicted a little to get you doing it. The observer card comes up as well. So this makes sense. It's about, there is going to be need to be shifting in your perceptions, using your imagination, finishing up old projects, going back to old projects, being receptive to who and what comes your way to help you, and keeping your eyes open. Observe how life unfolds in July. I think there's going to be a lot of pointers for people in July, what the way forward is going to be. If we're too busy and we're not receptive and open as to what comes in, we're going to miss those pointers. We're going to miss the paths unfolding, the doors opening. So be open and receptive and observant in July. That is going to be the best guidance for you. Okay, and finally, regeneration. What a good card to finish the oracle part of your reading off on. This card says, something you left behind, okay? The unfinished symphony, something you abandoned, something you couldn't finish, something you didn't finish, something that maybe disappointed you in the past, so you left it. July is the opportunity to get stuck back into that again, and this time, the resurgence of it is bigger and better than you could ever have dreamt or anticipated. This is where the Imagine card comes up as well. So just imagine how whatever it was that you didn't finish up could finish up. Spend time imagining that. And what is going to happen is, when you get stuck back into it again, it is going to be much better, much bigger, and more successful than you ever dreamt. So that is a lovely, lovely card to finish this section of your reading off with. Right, let's see what the tarot card says. Normally, this is an unusual tarot deck. Beautiful illustrations. It's not the traditional tarot, so I always look at the illustrations and what the card is, and then kind of feel through what the story is that it is telling you. But this will give you your sort of overall direction, the overall theme that is being presented to you in the month of July. So the card for you guys is Heaven and Earth, and it's 11 of the Earth cards. That is a beautiful card. You know, the real feeling I get with this card, and have a look at it closely too, and the name of it as well, is you guys are going to be receiving, I think, divine inspiration. You're going to be receiving divine inspiration. How good is that? And it's going to help you to ground, manifest, construct what you want in your life. It's like the perfect combination. You're going to be guided from up there, okay? And you may not even be consciously aware of it. You might just get inclinations and sudden yearnings and urgings to do things. Go with it. Because you're getting divine inspiration to manifest, to actually bring those things down here and manifest them on earth. Make them real, make them material, make them yours. You couldn't ask for anything nicer if you ask me. Lovely reading you guys are getting. Really, really nice, Capricorn. I think July is going to be not only interesting, but enlightening for you guys in a really good way. Okay, now let's have a look at relationships. I'm going to speak to those of you in established relationships. I'm going to speak to those of you looking for relationships, as well as those of you that's not necessarily romantic relationships, but you have a good solid relationship with somebody, a really good friend or someone like that. So let's have a look and see. Okay, first card up is true love. This is coming up a lot lately too, also in personal readings. It almost as if the energies are coming about at the moment to connect you on a very, very solid level with someone, either in an established relationship or in a relationship you're looking for. I'll read what it says on the card because you guys always ask me if I don't. It says, this is the romance of a lifetime. Okay, so there's a very solid bond to be had with someone in July, either in your established relationship or if you're looking for someone new. This is a brilliant card to come up. This is that real connection with somebody that you can have. Okay, let's see what else comes up for you. Okay, next card up, reconciliation. Okay, so this says that those of you in existing relationships, maybe the road has been a little bit bumpy lately. Maybe there's been an issue that came up that you couldn't resolve, but guess what? July sees you resolving that issue and that true love being reestablished between the two of you. For some of you, this can be a past relationship that shows up again. Now, I will say, past can be also past lifetime, okay? Not necessarily this lifetime, but this person shows up again. Someone from your past is returning to your life is the exact words on the card. So it could be a past lifetime, it could be this lifetime. They're turning up again, and there's the opportunity for this true love to sort of blossom between the two of you, that deep connection between the two of you. Okay, let's get another card out for you guys. Oopsie. All right, let's see. And oops, okay, I'm going to take more than that because separation. But you know what? This can be that you separated from someone for some reason, as I can say as well. It could have been in another lifetime, the two of you separated for a while. It often happens with soulmates. It can be in this lifetime, not necessarily a physical separation, but maybe you felt with your partner you weren't connecting anymore. You weren't feeling that deep connection with him anymore. But July sees the opportunity for that reconciliation and that true love to establish itself again. And then for some of you, it is a case of you had that separation with someone that you had a deep connection with in another lifetime or earlier on in this lifetime, and now the opportunity comes for the two of you to get together again and re-establish that deep bond. So this is the stuff that real romances are made out of, okay? The kind of stuff, the stories that I write. Yes, I like romance. I'm a Libran, what can I say? So I'm always happy when I see this kind of thing coming up. So where relationships are concerned for the month of July, Capricorn, on a more serious note, there is definitely reconciliation on the cards, whether it is that you felt distance with somebody that you are in a relationship with, whether you separated from a partner in another lifetime, earlier in this lifetime, there's a definite chance for you to reconnect on a very deep level with that person again. Right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you'd like a personal or private reading from me, I do an amazing soulmate reading. You can contact me via my website. I'll put the link in the description box below. The drop down arrow, just click on that once this video has finished processing. I want to wish you guys a wonderful July and sending you hugs and blessings for July. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for chatting to me and liking and subscribing. I genuinely appreciate it. And I'll speak to you again soon.